you're having pain on the inside of your elbow over here, then you could be suffering from medial epicondylalgia or medial epicondylitis, also known as golfer's elbow. What this is irritation of the common flexor mass here that comes off the inside of our elbow that attaches to muscles that run down into our wrist and hand. Now this is very common obviously among golfers and other professions or people that participate in other activities such as something that requires gripping or a lot of stabilizing with the hand, the forearm and the wrist here. So I'm going to show you these 3 simple techniques that you can do at home to try to improve your pain and reduce your symptoms. Number 1 is going to be a soft tissue mobilization technique. And we're going to kind of combine not just the soft tissue work, but also kind of including a little nerve work as well. So I'm going to take one of these myofascial balls. There's all sorts of these that you can get. This one was sent to me. I have some posted on my Amazon favorites on my website that you can go through and click on that link and you can get these. If you don't have one of these, you can use a tennis ball. Really will do a lot of the same things. The benefits of some of these other myofascial balls like this, they're either heated or they incorporate vibration. And we know that vibration technology has had a lot of research that supports its benefits. But I'm just going to put this down here. I'm going to go right over that flexor mass area right here. Put that down. And I've got my wrist in extension, and then maybe as I roll back and forth, a little bit of pressure, I bring my wrist and fingers out into extension, I go back into flexion, I go back out in extension, and I might just sit there and repeat that for a couple of minutes, maybe even 30 seconds throughout the day. I might find a spot that's really tender and hold pressure over that area with or without my fingers extended or my fist open or closed. It doesn't really matter. Just kind of incorporate different movements with that. Next thing that we're going to do here is wrist flexion using a dumbbell. So you're taking a dumbbell. This is a pretty light dumbbell. It's 2 pounds, but you eventually can load this to tolerate heavier loads or whatever weight that you can tolerate. And I'm just kind of propping up supporting my wrist here. You can use a towel roll. And so I'm just going to go into wrist flexion just like that. Every time I do this, for some reason, my wrist pops the first time. So I've done different videos on this. My wrist always pops. And just kind of going into a little bit of flexion here, just contracting, really focus on contracting the flexor mass here on the inside of my forearm. So I'm just doing that. And I would complete somewhere between like 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions with that. And then lastly, what we're going to do is a weight-bearing stretch. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to go to a surface, whether it's your countertop or a chair. I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to put it in this extended position just like this, and I'm kind of leaning forwards, or I'm leaning in. So I'm going to do it on both hands here. I'm going to lower the table down, do it on both hands. And so I'm just leaning in just like that, just applying that stretch with the load. And you say, well, is it necessary to apply the load with that? I think that it does benefit the nervous system to also apply that load through the joints while we're stretching. Really in any fashion, you don't have to sit down and go through all 3 all at once, although you can. Just perform some of these variations of these throughout the day, every day, until your symptoms resolve. And again, that is medial epicondylalgia, also known as golfer's elbow. I hope this video helps, guys, and thanks so much for watching.